So T, how are you doing today?
I did.
And first, now that this has become our new norm,
Man, I don't even know what to say, right? See my hair now. See what COVID has done
you
to
look
me. Like,
gorgeous. Okay, you look like you just came. You're in Jamaica.
nah,
You look
nah.
like so. T, you don't have 20,000 questions for you, so I'm going to jump right in. Right? How's
Okay.
everybody? Everybody say hi. T Manny, say hi to everybody. They're waving at you.
Hey,
Make sure
what up,
you're
my
waving at
people?
everybody.
Hey, what up, my
Even
people? Love
Milan,
y'all.
Milan is at work. Milan, she always take care of some people that are sick. Happy birthday, Milan. Giving
Hey,
you
happy
birthday.
birthday, Milan. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Milan.
Milan. Okay.
And
So
thank you for
T,
what you're doing. Thank you for what you're doing, Milan. Thank
yes,
y'all.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. So T Manny, tell me about your journey and what influenced your passion for music.
Hmm.
Right on. I got right into it. Right into it.
Yo, it's really not been easy. I would say, man, my passion for music started. I think it started from my mom's womb because as they born me,
Mhm.
I just come out, I just dey jump, the dance. You know what I'm saying? But on a
Mhm.
more serious note, like music has always been a part of me for a very long time. You know, since when I was young. Everybody would say they started in choir, but I mean, unfortunately, that's still my story. I started in choir. I was in the church choir.
It's a narrative.
I was in the church choir as a kid. I remember then I used to like try to do my house chores real fast so I could go
Yeah.
for choir practice because
Yeah.
if you don't do it on time, you're going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I used to do it real fast so I could go for choir practice. And then while I was in high school and college, I was in a medical school. A lot of people don't know this.
Ah, Doctor T Manny. Doctor. Can
I
you give me
was
some? I need some mouth to mouth resuscitation. Dr.
huh?
T Manny.
Some
Dr.
waiting.
T Manny can give you mouth to mouth.
No, when you are dying, don't worry. When you're about to die, I will do that. Yeah, so I was in
Mhm.
medical school actually. I graduated as a clinical anatomist. So I was supposed to like further into med just to
Yeah.
become a doctor, but the thing no suit me for body, man. I ain't even gonna lie. So that was when I left Nigeria. I relocated to South Africa. I actually told
Mhm.
my parents I was going to further my medical studies. That was the plan. So, but as
So
I
you,
began to
T
see
Manny,
my
so you lied to your parents that you're furthering your studies.
I mean, you know what you know now in a Nigerian household, you have to be a doctor, lawyer, or an engineer. If you are not those three, you are a waste pipe. In fact, you have no career.
We have faith.
My brother, Amit, I see you, man. A lot of my lovely people are tuning in. Osisioma,
Ah,
great
okay,
girl.
no. Where's the Nigerian flag?
Osisioma is Ghanaian. Okay, you don't change country. There's God, though.
He's doing that for me because I'd be abusing my Nigerian flag. So, T
So when
Manny,
I went to
where in
South
Nigeria?
Africa, yes, when I
Where
went
in
to South,
Nigeria are you from? Because you're Nigerian. Where in
me,
Nigeria are you from? And tell us something unique about your culture that you're from.
hmm, actually, I'm from Delta State, Nigeria. I'm from Delta State.
Worry no carry last.
I'm not from Warri. Oh. I only lived in Warri. Like I lived in Warri a little bit for
When
about
you're
a
from
year.
Delta, you're from Worry. Everybody's from Delta.
No, nah, come on. There are other places in Delta
All
State.
right, so tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're from.
I'm from Igbuzo. I'm from Igbuzo. I'm from the the Igbo speaking part of Delta State called Igbuzo. So we speak Igbo. So I'm an Igbo
Mhm.
angel by birth.
Igbo, Igbo, and so if any ladies are on here, if you see an Igbo angel, please run.
Ah,
This is
why?
the kind of angel that you run away from.
Come
Okay?
on, come on. They know now. They know now. Once you come to an Igbo angel, your life will never remain the same. That's that's
Oh yeah.
that's you
Oh
can't you
yeah.
can't you can't fight that. You know, your life will never remain the same for good. Actually I grew up in a different part of Delta State called Sapele.
Mhm. Yeah.
Sapele. So you know Sapele is the Robo speaking part of Delta State, but I'm
Yes.
originally from the Igbo speaking part. So I have two cultures. Like I learned the
Yeah.
Sapele side and then I learned the Igbo side. And there are unique stuff about our cultures. Like Sapele people, they call us Sapele water. Sapele water.
What does that mean?
It means that when we drink, we don't get drunk.
Uh-huh.
So alcohol is like water for us. So we call it sapele water. When you drink, you don't get drunk. You can't get drunk. You know what I'm
See, man,
saying?
you don't even drink like that, Steph.
I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know what happened to me, you know. But every other person from Sapele, they know Sapele water. Like you drink, you don't get drunk. So they are really known for drinking. Sapele and Wari, Ogogoro. Hey, enter. See my Sapele guy. I see you, man. Sapele to the world, man.
Oh, you know what? Let me jump around my question. Since you're talking about drinking, I remember I was on a show with you, the ABS show. We were on the ABS show together, and you said that the thing that the women always remember you for is your head. So that's kind of drinking. And so tell me what it is.
Head? Oh yeah,
No,
I got a big head.
You're the head doctor.
Oh, head doctor.
What does that mean?
Okay. No, what I was trying to say is
So
that.
please share some techniques with these guys that are here that don't know how to do, they don't know how to give it. Give them correct techniques since you're the head doctor.
Oh my God! What I was trying to say is that when I was in high school, I was the head boy in my school. You know, they call me head boy, so I've always been the head and not the tail. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been the master. So the head boy is somebody that is on top, not under.
No, that's not what you were talking about. That's not what you're talking about. You said that people are still ringing your inbox till today, asking for some of that good head. Tell us what that's about. Don't be going around the question now. Answer the question and give some tips.
Okay, man, especially my DM. I'm not even gonna lie. I remember that episode on ABS. I said that I said you have to, you have to be the head and not the tail because you have to express it so that the women will be coming. After that episode, my DM was on fire.
So what make you're not answering the question? You guys see how Teemanay is running around the question. What makes yours so amazing that you're the head doctor? Please, that's a big step. Only people I have on my hands who has. Tell me why that makes you a head doctor.
Well, first of all, I have cute lips. You can see that, and I'm a very good kisser. And if a man is a very good kisser, you can tell the rest of the story. You know.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's how you go outside. That's how you go outside. So, Teemanay, I've seen some little clues, and you've been rumbling. I've been hearing some stuff. I've been seeing convict music. I've been seeing different things. Do you want to make an announcement to us today? What's going on? What's happening with your music career? Where are you going? What's going on?
Oh, wow. Well, all I gotta say is God is good, you know. The music career so far is get to be by the grace of God, because you know my story, and a lot of few people that support me, they know that I've been independent for a while, and it's not been easy. So I think the hard work has taken me to that level whereby, by the grace of God, I'm beginning to meet people that believe in me, like you always have. Glitteratie always believed in me, and a few other people like my manager Xavier always believed.
Xavier's in here too.
Shout out to Xavier. You know, so this some way, somehow God put it in a way that I'm beginning to meet with people in the industry, in our music industry, like the highs and mighties, that have listened to my content, see my hard work, and now they want to work with me. So I'm going to put it that way, that I'm working with a lot of higher powers now, and by the grace of God, after quarantine, we'll start releasing music, or maybe during quarantine, we don't know. But you know, all the same, we're in a better level right now. Let me put it that way. It's called an update.
You don't spill the tea for us. Tell us the tea. Why you don't want to spill them? Spill them.
Okay. All right. Okay. On my birthday is next month. On my birthday, I'll spill the tea. How about that?
Hey, you're still gonna keep it from them.
My birthday is on the 18th of May. It's not even far. And all of you
here. That's fine. For us, that's fine. Because we're in quarantine. We're in quarantine to May 15th. So the 18th is fine.
These days, we do birthdays on Zoom. So you all should Zoom in and, celebrate me. I will put my address on the content, so you can still send anything you want.
Oh, you're throwing
affect FedEx. Quarantine did not affect UPS and USPS. So you can still mail everything.
It affects it. So So in achieving tell us some steps to achieving your goals. Like, what are some steps you took to help? Because, you know, you have been in Nigeria, South Africa, and now America. What steps did you take to achieve it? Because, you know, of course, we know that whenever we want to achieve something, there's so many doors closed in our faces. There's so many things we go through. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I would say that one of the ways that I've really tried to achieve my goal is to based on the fact that I never stop myself from learning. No matter how much you think you know, you never stop learning. You know, so I always open my ears to learning something new, and I always expect to be disappointed. So that way I won't feel the weight. Because you know, there's been so many capital letter no's, especially in an industry like this. There's been a lot of no's when it comes to putting your content out there, getting people to listen to your song, getting people to support you, getting people to actually give you that deal. So one of the things I always did to myself was like to be my own self-motivation. So I made myself my own motivation. I motivate myself by myself. You know, I don't look for outside validation, because if you are seeking for validation outside, you will definitely be disappointed. You might feel so good about something that maybe musically, like you just wrote a song, you just created a song, and it feels so good. Just the minute one person listens to it, one person, and that person gives you their opinion, it's going to affect your morale, affect your ego. It's going to affect your next move negatively. And once that happens, you can't even move forward, because you're going to dwell on that for a long time. And the funny thing is that no matter how good you are, and no matter how successful you are, people will still not like your music. That's one thing people don't get. Everybody cannot like your song. Your music is not for everybody. Drake, as big as Drake is, people still write trash under his songs. Imagine somebody like Drake release a song and you write trash. You know? So imagine if he dwells on that trash. He's not going to move forward. So at the end of the day, I believe in self-motivation. Shout out to APM, my bro. Self-motivation. Because by the time you motivate yourself and you listen to your inner self, you'll be surprised that you might get some no's and some yes. You might get some trash and some fire. And then the fire might be more than the trash.
Lee first said, keep your expectations low and ambition high.
Exactly. That's right. That's why I say I do not expect so much from people so that I don't get disappointed. Because at the end of the day, when you expect too much, they're going to disappoint you. Just motivate yourself.
I have that problem, right? I expect so much from people and they disappoint me. I'm the opposite, and that's like a problem. Like you and APM talk to me, like I expect like people are going to be the same thing that you do for people. I expect people are going to extend the same hand, but people don't do that.
Exactly. And the funny thing is that it's not the same people you expect the help from that you get it from. You get it from total strangers. That's what can happen. So you might be investing your time, your energy, and your support in some people, thinking that those people in return will reciprocate that same thing. But you will not get it from them, and then you get disappointed. So at the end of the day, you're gonna get the inspiration you're gonna get the support you need from a total stranger. A total stranger that doesn't even know your journey. The person just met you on a way. I always say that if you are an ambitious person and you are chasing a pathway, you're like a moving train. So listen to this. If you're a moving train, right? For example, the A train, it has a start and a stop, right? When the train starts, some people get on the train. And as the train is moving, some people get off the train. So those people that got off the train, they're not going to get to the final destination. Remember that. And then why those people get off? There are some people that will also get on the train halfway, but they will get to the final destination. And there are some people that will start the journey and end the journey. So what that means in life is that as you're going in life, as you're climbing the ladder of life, there are people who will support you in the beginning, but some way they will give up on you. So they'll get off the train. And then there's some people that will get on the train halfway and then get to the end of the journey. Those are the people that will meet you halfway in your journey, and they will uplift you and follow you to the end.
Absolutely.
And there are some people that started the train and they will follow the train all the way to the end. Those are the people that will support you from the beginning to the end. Mark my words,
there's not a lot of people. That train will be empty.
They're very few. That's just how the train is. They're very few. And there's still some people that will get on the train halfway and they'll get off halfway. They won't get to the end. You see me? Those ones are the unbelievers. So at the end of the day,
you're right. I think that should be a thing. Like, don't have high expectations for people, like for everything. Just go into it with your best foot forward, but know that you might get yeses or nos, but you're still It's not going to negate your talent and negate who you are.
Yeah, it's not gonna define you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Define you.
So let's say, I don't know, you know you are a fine boy, right? So we want to know what's your type of woman.
My woman, my everything. Oh, okay. When you talking of my type of woman, be specific because me, I don't like beating around the bush. I like to be straight.
What makes young icon go? What makes you turn? And then, you know, of course, physicalities, and then what is your what are your like other things like personal, like what are the other things that are after you've looked at the physicality, what are other things you look for? So tell us what it is that you like physicality, and then what else you look for after that.
Ooh. Physicality, for physicality, I like somebody that has a bright future. The future doesn't have to be too bright because there's potential. Listen, I'm describing it in my own way. Listen. Can I land?
Lad,
So I like somebody that has a future that is bright, but it doesn't have to be too bright because there's potential. You don't know tomorrow, but the past has to be befitting, if you know what I mean. So there's future and there's past.
So you guys, this is the Igbo angel answer, but go ahead.
So, yay! Somebody, Icon Blonde wrote, kill them with the what? With the what? With the backside. Kill them with the what?
Exactly. Kill them with the backside.
I'm a backside kind of man, you understand? I'm a backside
kind of man.
I say hashtag backside kind of man. So I'm more, you know, they say hips don't lie, and they say thick thighs saves lives. So I'm a backside type of man. You see me? So the future doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be too bright. It's okay. There's potentials. But the back, or rather the past, has to be befitting, you know? Befitting past, the bright future. That's physical.
That's physical. Okay. What are some of the other characteristics, like inner stuff that you look for?
Yeah, I love a woman who is very, very supportive. Who is very supportive of my dreams, as well as I'll be supportive of her dreams. I like somebody who is interested in what's going on in my life. You know, when you with me, don't just be all about yourself, you know, so vain and all self-absorbed. I like somebody who is interested. Even if they are not really that interested, just force it, pretend, just show some interest. Be interested, because that kind of thing turns me on, you know, when you're showing interest in what I'm doing, and you're happy about my success, and you know, vice versa. You know, I'm still gonna do the same because I'm very much interested in what somebody else is doing and how they're growing in life. So interest is very important to me. I like a woman who believes in God because I'm sorry, man, I'm a Christian and I love God, and I'm not even sorry because I believe that you have to have a foundation. Something has to determine where you're going in path. So I've met a girl before one time. I think that was when I first came to New York. You know, we had a hangout and everything. And she was like, she doesn't believe in God. She doesn't believe in the existence of God. Actually, they talk all those things. I saw my point just they go down. I don't believe in God. Bam, -5. I don't believe the existence of God. Bam, -6. The thing was just going down. It entered minus. I say, oh, Bob, see me, see what I allow. And guess what? This girl is Nigerian. So that was really different, you know, because we know that Africans were very, very Christian oriented, you know. So I was surprised that she don't believe in God. So, sister, if you are here, God loves you. You better make a plan.
So definitely, so you're somebody that's into religion. You're very like religious. That's like your core, right?
Yes, I am. I like that.
Talking about loving God's people and everything. So I know that you have this amazing song. It seemed like you were predicting what was going to happen this year. In 2019, you dropped Trouble, right? Which was a very powerful song. It talked about the influence of China in Africa, right? I really, really love that song because it really speaks about what grinds my gears, which is called being, you know, post-colonialism, colonizers, all of that, right? So, but fast forward today, right? There's a lot of news that China is trying to throw Africans out of China. They're blaming Africans for coronavirus, which was created in China, right? But they're blaming us, and they're being really horrible to us. But there's literally 100,000, maybe 100,000 Africans in China, all of China. There's 1 million Chinese people in Africa. 1 million, not even counting. There could be more because, you know, there's more. How do you feel about what they're doing to Africans, and what inspired that song that really moved me?
Oh yeah, man. I don't even know what to say because right from time I've always I've always wanted to be when I started music I've always wanted timeless artist. So I call my
Yes.
music timeless music because my music is already determined by time. I don't make songs that
Mhm.
will trend for that period and then it's gutted. You don't want to hear it anymore. I make songs
Yeah.
that 10 years after now you listen to it and you still feel the same way you felt. So when I was making Trouble,
Exactly.
I don't know the inspiration, but it's not like I see China issues with Africa started today. It didn't start yesterday. It
No.
didn't even start in 2019. It didn't even
No.
start. It even started before the time of Fela. Shout out to DJ Buka, number one.
Ebuka.
It started in time of Fela Kuti and even before then. So when I was writing that song, there were so many things going on in my mind, and there were so many things going on at that time. Even as at that time, the Chinese government was trying to take over Africa, and they were trying to oppress Africans.
Hmm.
They came to about 24 African countries, and they offered loan. You know, for the countries because they knew those countries needed this fund. So they offer billions of dollars in loans in exchange for their natural
Hmm.
resources. And when you do that, you know they can't pay back, definitely. You know these countries
No, they
can't
can't.
pay back. So by the time you offer them huge, gigantic amount of loan that they're not going to be able to pay back, so in return, you are now having control over their resources. And as at that period, I was really stressed and upset because of what happened in Ghana. I think it was Ghana that time. There was a
I can't, like,
reserve.
your sound is going in and out. Is your sound, can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you. Waiting happen. The devil's
I don't know. I
advocate.
can't really hear you, but go ahead. Answer. I can't, because somebody
Maybe,
called. I don't know why people are calling me when I'm on live.
or maybe
Go
China,
ahead.
maybe the Chinese government, they have come into the charts. You understand? So they want to listen. Maybe the
So
Chinese
that,
government wants. Can you hear me now?
ask everybody. Everybody, can you hear Teemanay well?
Can you hear
Just
me?
throw up a. Let me know if you can hear Teemanay. Okay, they can hear. So go ahead. I'll just, because I can't
Okay.
really hear that well. I don't know why.
Or maybe it's the
Why
Chinese
people?
government. Maybe they're on your side. Maybe they're your part of the
Ah,
Congo.
China is taking over my phone. You know I have a Samsung. You know I have a
China,
Samsung.
China.
The Chinese have taken my phone. I'm sorry, but we have to talk about this. We got to talk about you throwing Africans out.
Right, they cannot stop us. So, like that period, there was a reserve in Ghana called the Bauxite Reserve, and the Bauxite
Yeah.
Reserve was so many thousands of tons. It was a huge reserve in Ghana, and then China offered loan to Ghana in exchange for control over Bauxite Reserve for the next 15 years, which means that as we speak right now, China controls Bauxite reserves in Ghana. China has installations and they have their own military base in Ghana. They have their military base in other parts of Africa. In South Africa, they have their own police station controlled by them. And then they're teaching Mandarin in Africa. So in some countries, their own local language is not even a nationally accepted language in that country. They are not being taught in schools. But
South Africa, right? South
yeah,
Africa.
yeah, but Mandarin is being taught in schools. So can you imagine the situation? That means China is trying to take over Africa. And now with COVID-19 that is going on, that actually started in Wuhan, in China, there's so many conspiracies behind it. I don't want to stand on the ground that I know exactly what is going on, but I only have two ideologies of conspiracies. One is either America is trying to promote vaccine, or two, it's either China is trying to destroy America's government and then control the world because they want to be called the giants of the world. America has always been called number one in some places, but it's possible that China is about to take that because the thing is affecting American government much more than any other government right now. Because people were in a conversation were like, how can a disease start from China and then fly all the way to become the most rampant in America through different continents? We know it's huge in
Yeah,
Europe, but America has the highest cases. So you got to think about that. Like, logically, why? The question is why.
exactly.
And then when I made the song Trouble, talking about China, it was because I knew that whether we like it or not, China always has an agenda. Let's just face it.
So
China always has an
honestly,
agenda.
everybody needs to listen to that song that Teemanay did in 2019. Was it February? It was early
Yeah.
2019.
I actually
He did a
wrote that
song
song in
called Trouble.
2018.
If you guys
Actually,
go to iTunes and download it, it's gonna be like, wow, it's like he knew all of this was gonna happen. It's crazy that the song is so relevant today. That song hits different right now. It's
mm-hmm.
different. For real.
And I wrote that song. I
Like
wrote
it
that
hits
song in
different. Let me see if
2018.
let me find it on my
on my DJ Scratch Live. Let me find you on my DJ Scratch Live.
Don't take DJ Don and DJ Booker's work. Leave it for them.
I'm taking their job, I need DJ job. I need DJ job, I need DJ job. I think I could be a good DJ.
Yeah, the song is called guys. Trouble. It's called Trouble.
That saxophone, Cornell.
Hey, Cornell is in the building. Shout out to Cornell.
Hey, Made in Africa. Hey, like-minded people.
DJ Don say baddest female DJ.
Listen to the hook, y'all. Love you too.
China.
So tell me that song doesn't hit. It hits different right now. Like it hit me back then, but it hits me so even more harshly right now because it's so true. Because our leaders in Africa, let's be real, are lining their pockets on the backs of the people that are the common people on the ground. And it's unfortunate. Like it's so funny that I've been seeing all this news about China and seeing all this. Yesterday I had such bad nightmares of our people not being able to access healthcare, not being able to eat, not being able to go to school because of our leaders stealing money and continue to borrow. Like, for instance, in Nigeria, they let 12 Chinese doctors come into Nigeria. What does Nigeria need 12 Chinese doctors? There's doctors in Nigeria.
And then
right,
think about there was a supply of medical equipment to Ghana. It was about 5 big trucks of face masks and stuff that they supplied to Ghana. And the president of Ghana wasn't able to, like, you know, he didn't want to broadcast and talk about it on national news because he knew the people were going to rebel against him, you know. And now China now is starting to provide aids for Ghana. The same people that are chasing Africans out of their country and saying Africans are the cause of the disease of which we know they are not. So think about it, you know, the people got to be careful in Africa because, first of all, Europeans in France were saying that they were going to test their vaccine on Africans. You know, they were making it look like Africans are their lab rats. And now China is saying the same China that is chasing people out of China is sending aids to Ghana, to Africa. So what is the agenda? You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't even make sense at the end of the day. Everything is very
it's horrible. There's just no, like, it scatters me that Dubai is so advanced compared to Nigeria or Ghana. Let's just use Nigeria or Ghana or Chad or Burkina Faso. Like, they're so much more advanced than us, and a lot of us had our independence before them.
That's why we have to support somebody like Akon, who is trying to build a new Africa for Africans. You know, the vision is really big. A lot of people don't see the vision right now. But 5-10 years from now, they're going to appreciate the vision because what he's trying to do is to make Africa self-sufficient because we have all the resources. We're feeding the world. Let's be honest. Africa is feeding the world in all aspects, from their natural resources, from the oil and gas, in every sector feeding the world. So what we need now is to value ourselves because if you don't know your value, people will take you for granted. That's the first thing. So he's trying to, like, make people realize what we have in Africa and be self-sufficient and do for Africans by Africans. And that's the only way we can take over this situation and become like Dubai.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. And do you know, like, one time I worked at the library, and this guy that was like a librarian, he brought out the African map and he showed me that Africa is bigger than the world. You can fit every piece of all the continents in Africa.
Right. You're right. Because African population is about $1.2 billion. I say dollars. I too like money. African population is about 1.2 billion people, right? The land mass of Africa can accommodate the world population, which is currently about 7.7 billion. If the 7.7 billion people of this world decide to move into Africa per square mile or whatever it is, I've forgotten how it was calculated, they live comfortably inside Africa. Isn't that amazing? The green land, the grassland that we have that has not yet been utilized is still that much to accommodate the whole world inside it. So we can feed the world and we can sustain the world.
Absolutely. It's disconcerting, but I think that I'm glad for social media and for people like you that are spreading, because sometimes you have to talk to people in different forms and different mediums, and that song definitely spoke to me in many ways. So talking about music, so who is your dream person to collaborate with? One woman, one man. Tell me. And don't say the woman I think you're going to say.
Oh my God. One woman, one man. Okay, wait, right now. One woman, one man. Is it in African music or international? Can I have two? Because with African music.
So in Afrobeats.
For a standard, I would like to work with Afrobeat.
With who? Because I can't hear you. Who?
Gungu, be careful. Now Express go. For Afrobeats, I would like to work with definitely.
And then women?
I said I would like to work with Whiskey. You can't hear me? You know?
Yeah.
And I think.
So you said Yemi?
For women, I didn't say anybody yet. So somebody wrote.
I think I would like to see you and Fireboy do something.
Who's
I know he's new, but I think that you guys could jam out.
Oh yeah. Fireboy is really good. I like his music. I like Fireboy. I like Joe Boy. I like those two boys. Yeah, all the boys. And there's
I think that you definitely can to the thing. So let me ask you a question. So do you think that a person or you think the fast Wizkid, because you know I can't hear. Thank you so much. Wizkid. Oh, okay. That's a good one. That's a good one.
And for the women,
that's a good one. So do you prefer a fast track to stardom, or do you prefer to take your time and a slow burn that lasts a little longer? Like 15 minutes of fame versus years and years of fame. What do you think?
Okay, I'll use myself as an example. You already know, like, I've been in this game for a little bit long. A lot of people don't know me yet, but the few people that know me know how long I've been doing the music. Really not too long like that, but I believe in growth. I believe in stairs, like we call it stairs over elevators, you know, stairs over elevators. Because stairs is like you're taking 1, 2, 3 steps to success. Because I don't like the 15-minute fast track thing. Because if I did like the 15-minute fast track thing, I for don't blow since. Because when Lagos, I had some offers. I got some deals, some offers, but I didn't accept them. You know, because those kind of deals are gonna like put me on the map. But at the end of the day, it will not be what I want for myself. Because the type of music they wanted me to do wasn't the type of music I wanted to do. I wanted to represent myself less pattern. I wanted to follow a path that is longer. You know, when you want to take the stairs, it's a long road. It's not for everybody because sometimes you might get frustrated.
Yeah, I like the elevator.
You like elevator. As you go up, now so you go come down. Egungu, the express where you go take go up, now so you go take come down. But
you're right. I mean, you appreciate it more. You appreciate it more, and you really put your all into it. I think when you've gone through different hardships in life, you better appreciate success, you know, than when you are just there. You're not going to appreciate it. You're going to waste it. When you have been seasoned and you have gone through the test of time, then you kind of eat it up.
That's right. Because if you take the stairs, you're going to value where you're going more because you have a lot of experiences that will remind you of where you're going. And when you finally get there and you remember the experience you went through and everything, you will have more value for where you got to, and you never want to go down anymore. Rather, you're going to keep going up. So the pain is what's gonna lead to the gain. So I'd rather take the long road that I'm taking right now because I'm still an up and coming artist by the grace of God. So because I want the world to
You don't want to tell us the secret. I want to know the secret, but I'm away. I'm away. He gave a hint. When he was talking in this conversation, he gave a hint, you guys. Hope you were listening. Somebody said knowledge is power. So does anybody have questions for Teemanay? Does anybody have questions for Teemanay? Make sure you're asking questions. I don't want to usurp the whole interview. If you have any questions for him regarding, somebody said that you need to collaborate with a French artist called Daju.
Daju. Oh, Daju. Yeah. I've heard of him. He's from France, right? Oh, is he African but living in France? Something like that, you know? Yeah, Daju is good.
Yeah.
Daju is good. He has good melodies too. I mean, when the time presents itself, we will do it.
Yes. Somebody has a great question. Being in the industry, do you think it's you have to sell your soul? Because people sell, like, you know, that's a question that when you're in the industry that you tend to sell your soul or whatever. What do you think about that?
Hey, well, my dear, it's not that serious. You don't have to sell your soul. Even some deals that are just natural physical deals, if you even read the contract, it's even worse than selling your soul. Some of them, man, they will tell you you cannot do anything with the music, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. They just take full charge of your whole musical content. So let me analyze it. When you're trying to sign a deal, no matter how smart and intelligent you are, always have someone you trust read it, or find a lawyer to read it. Especially a lawyer that does not know you, a lawyer that has no personal interest, a lawyer that is just, you know, an entertainment lawyer, so that they will understand the content of the deal. Because they have 360 deals, they have single deals, they have album deals, they have.
What is a 360 deal? I've heard that before. What is a 360 deal?
A 360 deal is a deal that collects, that let me say, that's covers everything that has to do with you as an artist. They are your label, they are your management, they are your distributor, they own every right to your music. You know, you cannot do anything with your music without their consent or their approval. And then they might also be with your merchandise and many other things that you have to do as an artist. So the 360 deal sometimes could be very difficult to get out of, because you signed it. So you have to wait. Whenever they decide is when things are gonna happen. So
that means they own all of you, like your everything. Everything belongs to them.
Yeah, the only thing that belongs to you is your given name and your state ID. Every other thing belongs to them. You get my point? So,
but isn't that why a lot of people go independent? Because independent is like on you, right?
Yeah, independent. Yeah, because there's some deals that are like 50-50, or some deals that are like single deal. They could even give you a single deal. All they want to do is they want to promote one single because that song is a smash hit. Or album deals. They might say 2 albums. They're going to promote 2 albums for you for 2 years, you know, and that one is also good, you know. So it depends on, there's some they call publishing deal. That means they're also signing you songwriter if you're a good songwriter. So you can also write songs for other artists too. And they're gonna.
So this music industry, no easy thing. Oh, you have to do so much. You have to sign this contract, do this and do that. It's just like,
I know, right?
It's almost like signing, like Alida signing contract with China.
I know, but at the end of the day, if it's your goal, if it's what you want to do in life, then you really have to get yourself educated in it. You know, it's not just to be, because they're gonna come when they want to sign you. They're gonna flatter you. That's the first thing they do. They will make you feel like you are the best. They will make you feel like you are better than Drake. They will tell you that, yo, they're going to flatter you. They're going to make you feel like a king just so you can be excited and just sign that paper. And then after you sign, it's just like when you marry some kind of, after you sign the contract, then you realize that you married the devil. That's how some deals are. So that's why you have to
it's really unbelievable the things that people do for this industry. But it's like, it's great, but sometimes you wonder the kind of stress that some of you artists go through, having to deal with some of this other backhand shit. And of course, there's nefarious people that want to have sex with you. They want to do different things. There's so many different things you're gonna have to deal with as you're climbing up in your career.
And it's not only the women that go through those, you know, sexual assault. The men go. It's you know, It's not sex specific. Men they suffer, women they suffer. So it depends. But
It
as
could
for
be
that guy, you don't
predatory.
have to sell your soul. You don't have to sell your soul to the devil. You understand? It's not. A lot of people have that impression, especially coming back from Africa. A lot of people think that all these Western artists that they're all Illuminati. Illuminati exists, but you don't have to sell your soul to the devil to get any nonsense deal. You understand? If you are good, keep doing your thing independently, like I did for a couple of years, performing for free in different places. Even people know that Aisha was giving me a lot of shows. I was performing for free, but I was paying my team. I was paying my dancers, paying everybody. My DJ Don was moving with me around for free. Shout out to
DJ Don is your team. That's true. That's true. Somebody has a question, Teemanay. Do you consider yourself as an accessible artist? We know artists can get at times difficult and challenging to work with. Are you accept? When Teemanay's about to perform, he's a prima donna. No, he's not. Teemanay, are you accessible as an artist?
Yes, I am. Just send me a DM. Send an email to my email on my bio. Call the number on my bio. My manager Xavier. Just speak to them. They're gonna speak to you. Like, if you want me to be on a song, send me a DM. Send email to the email on my bio. Send the beat. If I'm feeling the beat, I'm gonna rock with it. If you can't reach me, you can't reach Xavier, reach DJ Don. Once you use official DJ Don, that's his Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. So you're easy to work with. So you're not difficult. You don't have a prima donna. You don't need 2 dozen white tulips.
No,
champagne, Vino Clique, 20,000 bottles. You don't need all that. You're ready to work whenever it's time to work.
I'm very accessible. The only time I do diva is when I want to perform. Backstage.
When Teemanay's about to perform, though, let me tell you a trick about when he's about to perform. Do not talk to him. He won't even talk to you. I'm like, Teemanay, leave me alone. When Teemanay's about to perform, he gets in the zone. He does not want to. He is prima donna. Everything.
Now leave me.
But I love him. Liz is in here. Listen to the guy got her in the group today. Hey, Liz, what's up? How are you doing? Question: who got your? And who are you? Oh, who are you listening to? And second question: from which other musical artists do you derive inspiration? So who are you listening to? What got your ear?
Right
and
now,
what musical artist do you derive inspiration from?
Yeah, right now I'm listening to Fireboy. I'm listening to Joe Boy. I'm listening to Oxlade. There's an artist called Oxlade.
Who's that?
Oxlade. Check out that guy. He's really good. Oxlade. He's a Yoruba boy. I think he's based in London. Yeah. I'm listening to Tems. Tems. She's a very beautiful singer. She's from Nigeria. Her name is Tems. Tems. Yeah, listen to Tems. I'm listening to Niniola all the time. Niniola.
Oh, Niniola, I love her. Yeah.
I'm listening to T.M.E. T.M.E. is an inspiration. She's one of the people that inspire.
And she's a jokester too. So go to her page and she'll be making you laugh.
Right.
So who inspires you? Who inspired you?
Whiskey all the time. Inspired me or inspired?
Inspired you, yeah.
Inspired me, I would say definitely inspired me Fela Kuti. Baba inspired me to start music. Was my to-go song then when I was in junior high, because I don't know how to toast girls, so I'll just play this. I'll just send the girl the song. You are my African queen. Oh,
okay.
That was one of the songs that made me start doing music. Baba,
exactly.
Really inspired me, you understand? So shout out to Baba, and that guy's 40-something.
And I know that you like Fela too. Fela inspires you too, right?
Yeah, the king. That's what I said. The king, Fela.
I can't hear. And my phone has been rendered not hearing because of somebody calling my phone. Another question. This is from Liz, the international diva. Make sure you log into her podcast. She said, what big artists have you ever tried to collaborate with a big artist? If so, what is the process like? Are they humble? Is it hard to get on stage with the likes of Davido and them? Like, how has it been trying to collaborate with artists? And I know you told me a story, but you don't have to say the name. But tell that story how you tried to do a song and somebody sent you bad money contract. But go ahead.
Oh my Jesus. Oh Jesus. That was crazy. Some artists are very down to earth. Like I would say Davido is very down to earth. I've met Davido in South Africa. I've met
Mm-hmm.
Davido in New York. Davido is down to earth, but I haven't had a chance to work with him. So maybe when the
Mm-hmm.
opportunity presents itself, that's gonna happen. Whiskey, you have to know him personally for a vibe, and then he has to. Sometimes he hears your song before he meets you. That makes life easy. If Whiskey is already rocking your song when he meets you, is a bond already. But there's one very popular Nigerian DJ that I was supposed to work with one time. She actually was supposed to. Oh, I don't go talk shit. The person was supposed to work with me and send me a beat, send me beats. I recorded and everything, made a very great hit song. There was no conversation about money. It was vibe. And then after she heard the song, story change. Oh, she changed out for me. Oh. All of us have to pay for the beats. I have to pay for royalties. That I have to sign a contract song or something. And we were talking about almost $13,000. Ah, hey, whoa, me, 13,000. As at that time, where do I want to see that money? Have I pay my rent in New York? $13,000. So it drove me really, like I really got really, I would say disappointed, because as at that point I was a very struggling up and coming artist, and I know get 1 naira, my dear Mado, easy, easy. Shout out to Eazy, my graphic
Yes, he's the
Mado.
one who designed my flyer. Easy
10,000.
design.
So at the end of the day, my loved ones, I had to contract down, had to not do the song. And the song was a great song. It was a hit song, you know? So she never said nothing until after I had made the song. And then the song made a whole lot of
Wow.
sound and it was good. And then all of a sudden she wanted me to sign a contract that I was going to pay royalties for that beat for the next 5 years. And then I was going to sign off with $13,000. This is somebody that knew that I was a young boy. I didn't even have money. I don't even get $1,000. So where do I want to see 13 from? Yo, no, the thing really got me
And
really, like,
honestly,
I
they're
was
not even an
crushed that
artist.
period.
They're not even an artist that is that good.
I'm not even gonna say anything about anybody's craft, but I was just disappointed because
I'm gonna
she was
say it.
like, she was
They're
up
not that
here,
good.
like, you know, when you get money, you are doing very well. You're up here, and then you see this small boy trying to come up, and then you are putting this block on him, because you know money has always been one of the greatest challenge of up and coming artists.
Mm-hmm.
Finance is our problem, and then you are
Yes.
scaring me with money to make me realize that, oh, I can't do this, so let me rather just sign this deal with her. At the end of the day, I had to turn it down. That's why it's good to know your words. I knew my word too. I turned it down. I turned so many deals down. I ain't even gonna lie, even in Lagos. But look at me today. I'm not saying I have made it, but the future is bright. So we thank God. We thank God for that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, Easy
Woo!
Design. Easy Design designs my flyer. Easy Design is some small magician in Nigeria making
Yeah,
flyers in 10 seconds.
yeah, yeah. Go check that guy out.
So
Easy
let me see if there's
design.
any other questions in here. Any other
Yeah,
questions?
no
No.
boy.
Somebody just said know your worth. Know your worth,
Right.
because you got to know your
Shout
worth.
out to Lee's. Shout out to Lee's. Know
And
your
keep
worth.
working. Somebody say keep working, King. Keep working. Make sure
Right.
all the DJs that are on here, make sure you have Teemanay songs in your playing, spinning. His songs are on iTunes, 99 cents. Download his songs. So Teemanay, do you have a new song coming out soon? Do you have anything new for us coming?
Oh my gosh. Oh my Jesus. I have many. In fact, I have so many. In fact, okay, let me just start with
Teemanay,
this.
tell them how many songs you wrote. Tell them how many songs you wrote in the course of a month.
In this period, this quarantine period,
How many songs have you written?
I stay inspired daily, but for now, since the quarantine started, I think almost 12. Um, but so far in the past 2, 3 months, I think over 60 now. Over 60 or
60.
so. Yeah.
So you're an artist that writes your own music. You don't let anybody else write your music.
I mean, for now, I write my own music from the bottom to the top. Even with the production, I have an influence on the production. Shout out to my producer, Jaylon. His name is Jaylon, JAY_TGN. Check that guy out. He makes the best beats so far. Even Whiskey wants to work with him. Ooh, I don't spell him out. But shout out to Jaylon, you know. So, with regards to that, I have a new EP that's gonna come
Teemanay,
out.
everybody's asking somebody's asking what's your 5-year plan? If you drop your secret, maybe then we'll know what your 5-year plan is. Teemanay doesn't want to tell. Teemanay, just give us the good news. We are here watching you. Give us the good news.
I will. See, 5 years from now, by the grace of God, I'm definitely gonna be a Grammy-winning artist. By the grace of God, oh, please say amen if you believe in me. I will be a Grammy-winning artist. I want to see the amens there, and definitely I would have by the grace of God, I would have like been a global international artist, but I also want to be on a platform whereby I'm going to be behaving like some people that I know are my mentors, like the likes of Akon. I want to be able to like give back to Africa. I want to be able to invest big when it comes to real estates in Africa, and be a part of.
And Teemanay's one of my board members for Africa Everything. He actually does already. He's a philanthropist. He does his thing already. He's giving back. You know what I'm saying? When artists don't even have that much and they're able to give back, it speaks volumes to me, because there are artists that have a lot and they don't give anything. So somebody had a question. They said that they know it's a cliche question, but what is the advice you could give to new up-and-coming Afrobeat artists?
Oh, yeah. As a new up-and-coming Afrobeat artist, the first thing you have to do is to find your sound. Find your sound. Know your sound. It's very important. I'm going to say it again. Find your sound. Don't try to do a whiskey type of music. Don't try to do a David type of music. Don't try to do a Burna Boy type of music. And the people would not be excited to hear from you. They need something fresh all the time. When you are original and you have your sound, the people will gravitate towards you. Look at these boys that did the Don't Rush song. I'm not saying they are new artists, but the fact that they stood their ground from UK and did their own thing, their songs became #1 in this quarantine season. And you can see that everybody's doing the Don't Rush challenge and everything. Some people don't even know the people that sang the song. That is what originality does for you. When you are original and you know and own your sound, the people will gravitate towards you over time. Okay? No matter what it sounds like, don't be scared to know and find your sound. And then after you discover your sound, learn to work independently. Stop paying bloggers to post your song. People are not clicking on those things. People are not clicking. All those 50,000 naira that you're wasting on bloggers, you can use that same money to do what we call sponsored ads. Sponsored ads on your Instagram page. When you release your content, go connect it with your Facebook account and then sponsor the ad, pay for promotion. Then the music will be promoted to follow you. They don't even know you. They never heard from you before, but they're going to see the song. And if they like it, they will click and download it. Trust me, I do it. It works for me. Know your sound, promote yourself. Self-promotion. No, they pay bloggers, may they post your song. People just scroll past those things. They don't watch those things. Social media feeds is for nonsense. It's for twerking. It's for breaking news. It's for somebody that slaps somebody. When it comes to a new artist song just released, the people don't care. They know it's paid for, so they're not really clicking on it. They're not looking out for it. You understand?
Exactly.
So promote yourself and then do a lot of free shows. Gather your friends together. You understand? Do a lot of free shows. Don't care about the money or the transportation.
Yeah, because I was going to say that people sometimes they form, oh, I'm an artist, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to support other people and things like that. And that can impede on you because you're forming and you're just growing. You need to be out there.
You
right?
Need to be out there regardless, man. There were times I was
people are forming big boys.
How many shows
and not even big boys.
There was a time I sing, so till I lose my voice. I shall give me ginger, make I chop for night. But we're in the Bronx, right? Say, chop this ginger, go and perform here.
Look at that. Lee first said invest in yourself. Because you know what? I think a lot of us have realized that in life, you have to put your own money where your mouth is. If you believe in yourself, you're going to have to invest in yourself.
Right.
Nobody else is. If they don't, like you really have to invest in yourself. Like get that LLC. Make sure you copyright your music. Things like that. Because nobody's going to do it for you.
I was going to speak on that too. I was going to speak on that. Guys, independent artists, upcoming artists, make sure you find TuneCore on Google. TUNECORE, TuneCore or CDBB. Go there, submit your song, the WAV file. They're going to distribute your song to all platforms and give you a link. Try to do that on your own, okay? You don't need distribution for now. Put it on TuneCore. TuneCore is going to put it on you. TuneCore is going to generate money from you. Speaking of generating money from you, I got my TuneCore check this Monday. I got some money back this Monday from my music distribution.
Are you going to send us? Are you going to send me some money?
How much? You know, get your stimulus.
You're not going to do giveaway. Do giveaway.
So
we have 27. We have 26 seconds remaining. Say something to the fans.
I love you.
20 seconds.
I love you. Yeah, TuneCore is free. It doesn't cost like most $9 per single. TuneCore is free. I love you.
Say something. Tell people where they can see you. Make sure you go to his page and go to his link. Because on his link, you can download his music.